Hello, this is Roland. Today I want to read something to you from The Practice of the Presence of God by Brother Lawrence. And I'm going to find the beginning of the book, and I want to read something to you, which I've found very interesting. I first heard this on the radio, and the minute I heard it, I was intrigued. This book was written by someone who knew Brother Lawrence. So it's first of all, it's by someone who knew Brother Lawrence and talks about Brother Lawrence. And then at the end of the book, there are some letters from Brother Lawrence to people. But here's the beginning of the book. The first time I saw Brother Lawrence was upon the 3rd of August, 1666. He told me that God had done him a singular favor in his conversion at the age of 18, that in the winter, seeing a tree stripped of its leaves, and considering that within a little time the leaves would be renewed, and after that the flowers and fruit appear, he received a high view of the providence and power of God, which has never since been effaced from his soul. That this view had perfectly set him loose from the world, and kindled in him such a love for God that he could not tell whether it had increased during the more than 40 years he had lived since. This is really interesting. Brother Lawrence looked at a tree in the winter, bare, and when he realized that it wouldn't be long before it would come back to life again, that leaves would come forth, and then flowers, and then fruit. And in that instant, he realized God's providence, God's genius, God's creativity, God's care. All of that, he realized it in an instant, in a lightning flash. And I believe that's true. When you go out in the world and you see things, you see a butterfly or a leaf, light shining upon something, anything, even and science, mathematics, the beauty of it, the genius of it, the perfection of it. When you see that, it reminds you of God. Every time you see it, something like that, you realize just how magnificent. It's like going to a museum and looking at paintings of a great painter. You look at the painting and you appreciate the artist by looking at the painting. Well, when you go out in the world, you appreciate God by looking at what he created. And I am quite certain that in that lightning flash, Brother Lawrence realized God and never forgot that his whole life.